Welcome to the Locked On Wizards podcast. It's your hosts, Ed Oliver and Dialante Daniels. The Washington Wizards come up short to the Chicago Bulls 107-94, but we did see a lot of development and promise from the young guys, Deni, Corey, and Rui. Definitely showed some flashes. Once again, we're going to talk about the young guys. Also, we're going to talk about the cherry blossom jerseys tonight. We're going to give a grade on the jerseys. Let's get to it.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Thanks for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. We are free and available wherever you get podcasts. All right, D. So before we do get to the game, what were your thoughts on the Cherry Blossom Festival jerseys being unveiled?
I think it's been a long time coming. A lot of Wizards fans have been asking for cherry blossom uniforms. This isn't anything new. It took a while, but the fans finally got them. I think they're cool, man. I think they look fly. I like them. I gave them a good 8 out of 10. I really like them. You know, the pink and just the flowers on the pants, and then the lower end of the shorts, you got the blue fading into the blue, and then you got the blue outline on it. I think it's fresh, man. I really do. I think the fans will enjoy them. I think the fans, it's a good switch up from, like the uniforms we got this season where it's the stripes and it's the bullets variation again and whatnot. It's a good switch up. The pink jerseys, I like them. I'm copping me one. I don't know who I'm gonna get yet. It could be Kuz. It could be because I don't have a Kuzma jersey yet. It could be KP. I don't have a KP jersey yet. So could be Rui. So we'll see. But thumbs up for me on the jerseys.
Yeah. It feels like we've been waiting forever. But yeah, it was just funny seeing Kyle Kuzma, modeling. We know Kuzma is a fashionista or a fashionista.
No shoes on.
Right. Right. Yeah, he was like laying down on the couch and stuff. So I know he was super excited for that. He's like the perfect guy to do it. It looked like they put, because they had Rui on the pictures and Bradley Beal took some pictures. Looks like they had like some type of Japanese involvement with it as well. But yeah, I mean, it represents the city of DC. It's that time of year, springtime. So I like the jersey. It's something different. Like you said, it's not the regular old Bullets throwback, which I don't mind those either. And the bowling ball type warm ups that they have with the city edition jerseys. But yeah, these are different. They're hot pink. They're bright pink, which is going to be very loud when they're playing. But it's something different. It's not just the normal red, white, and blue. So I do like it. I do want to see them if they can add like an alternate black cherry blossom jersey. I think that would be intriguing too. So I do want to see that. But yeah, I do give it an 8 out of 10. I want to say they're not going to sell them until November.
They said November, and then it's they're having a Bloom edition court as well to go with the jerseys when they wear them. They said they're going to have a Bloom edition court as well, so they're going to do something with the court.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see it. I haven't worn jerseys in a little while. I'll probably get, if they come out with like a t-shirt version, I'll probably get that. But yeah, it's cool. I'm excited. I want to see them play, and hopefully they play well in them. But yeah, I give about a B or 8 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's around 8 out of 10. I seen some concept arts that, I was like, if they would have had it, those concept arts, some of the ones I seen would have got it, I'd be like, hey, maybe 10 out of 10. But I do think these are really nice. So 8 out of 10, I agree. That's a solid 8 for me. Definitely. Thumbs up. I will buy. We'll be copying.
Definitely. All right. So we'll quickly get to the game right now. What did you think about what was your main takeaway what was your main takeaway against the Bulls today?
The main takeaway, I would say, is the turnovers hurt them. The turnovers hurt them in this game. They have 14 to the Bulls 8. And that's tough to do. That's tough to do in these close games, especially when it's coming down to the wire in the fourth quarter. It's a couple of different things. I mean, you can say DeRozan getting extremely hot, returning to MVP form. But I would say those turnovers really hurt him. You got 4 from KCP, 3 from Ish, 2 from Deni, 2 from Rui, 1 from Corey, 2 for KP. So if they were to keep those turnovers down and keep them into maybe like 9-ish, they could have potentially even won this game. But those turnovers hurt. So I would say main takeaway, I got to put it on kind of the turnovers. Those turnovers were high. The discrepancy between the Bulls and the Wizards could have been the difference in this game.
Yeah, I had to go with the turnovers as well. I wrote down the turnovers that were crucial down the stretch. Ish got into the lane, and him and Corey, Corey started cutting to the basket. And Ish threw the ball back to Corey Kispert. It bounced off Corey's hands. And I want to say it was Javonte Green who got a dunk. Javonte Green was kind of an X factor for the Bulls tonight.
He was.
Then KCP had a really bad turnover that converted into another fast break, easy bucket for the Bulls as well down the stretch. And then also they called a moving screen on Kristaps down the stretch too that hurt them, and then they scored off that. And the Bulls, they took advantage of the turnovers too. They weren't playing around. When they got a fast break, they finished with a dunk, finished with a layup, or they came down and finished on a possession there. So, but like you said, DeMar DeRozan, I thought in the first half, they did a solid job on him. It was Vucevic who was the main villain in that first half.
Yeah.
Porzingis, it was tough. And then Levine, we talked about it before the show. Levine didn't really score much until really the third or fourth quarter. And DeMar, he got to his spot. I thought Deni did a solid job on him for the most part.
Definitely.
But yeah, DeMar, he just got to the mid range, and that's his shot. It's like a layup for DeMar. He does the pump fake. He tries to get guys in the air. The refs, they are. That's not the reason why we lost at all. But there was one possession where Deni was playing really good defense and DeMar fell on the ground. They didn't call a travel, and I was like, "What's going on here? That should have been a travel." But DeMar called a timeout and they gave the ball back to the Bulls.
Yeah, it's the breakaways. I know one led to a green and one. Then he had foul, and that led to a green and one. And then another one was the DeRozan had an easy dunk. So yeah, I mean those are crucial, in late games. This is a game right here where the Wizards could have used Bill and Kuzma. They could have been the difference for the Wizards. This game, you kind of felt that. It's like, dang, if Bill or Kuz was out there, especially both, this game could have ended differently. And the Wizards aren't, new to having a close game against the Bulls. We all know what happened. That one game they were in DC with DeMar going over two guys, and just that was sad. That was heartbreaking. But I mean, as far as the tank, I mean, it was a close game. They fought hard. Some of the young guys, definitely, I say all of them, had key pieces in this game. Like you said, Corey with the off-ball movement. He had the nice little sneaky athletic dunk as well. And then Deni was playing well. Rui was playing really well. And they ended up coming up short. So that's I'm fine with those kinds of losses. They competed, played hard, but at the end of the day, one team got DeMar DeRozan, etc., and the other team is missing a couple other stars. So the end result is kind of how you expect it. And at the end of the day, you improve your lottery odds. So I can't be too mad at the loss.
Right. And we're going to get to the lottery odds and then, of course, break down Corey Kispert's game tonight, Deni's game, Rui, who out of the three young guys played the best. But before we do get to that, this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. All right, NBA fans, are you looking for a daily fantasy option for the NBA? Then you need to try the award-winning app Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a daily fantasy made easy. I love this, and we know you will too. You pick 2 to 5 players and an over/under on their projections, and you can win up to 10 times on any entry, and it's just you versus the projected numbers. Entries can be made in 60 seconds or less. It's that easy. Prize Picks is safe and offers fast withdrawals. Use the award-winning app on both the App Store and Google Play. Prize Picks offers any prop you can think of, from points scored to rebounds or even steals. Prize Picks allows mixed sports entries. For example, you can take the over on Deni Avdia's points scored tomorrow night against the Orlando Magic, or you can take the under on Robin Lopez's points scored tomorrow night as well. And Prize Picks doesn't just offer NBA. They have options on college basketball, college football, NFL, MLB, soccer, MMA, and more. For a limited time, Prize Picks has an exclusive no-brainer of an offer for all of our users. Users get $50 for free if a player in your first Prize Pick entry scores a single point, but you must use code NBA. That's right. This is an exclusive offer available to Locked On fans. Sign up today and use code NBA, $50 for free. if a player in your first prospects entry scores a single point. All right, and then thank you for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. Now check out the Locked On Now podcast. Nightly recaps of every NBA game with analysis for our local experts. It's free and available wherever you get podcasts. All right, so right now we'll do the lottery odds pretty quick, and then we'll get to the player performances. So the Lakers are getting blown out right now by the
Mavericks.
Mavericks. Yeah, they're getting blown out pretty badly right now by the Mavericks. So that loss is not going to help the lottery odds. Also, who else is in the lottery odds?
Spurs,
Pelicans are in
Lakers, and Pelicans.
it. Yeah. So
So
we
that's
are
kind of the main thing right there.
right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 10th, right, or 9th.
Tankathon has his 10th, but we're tied with the Pelicans. We both have
Right.
32 and 43 records.
Right. Okay. So that's where we are. And then if anybody is, worried about or still wishing and hoping for the plan, we are. We haven't talked about our playing odds in a long time. I mean, for good reason. But we are we're 6 games behind the Atlanta Hawks. If people even know or paying attention to it.
Yeah, the Knicks jumped us at this point, so
Right.
that should have deaded it for everybody. Then when we're chasing the Hawks and the Hornets, and then the Knicks jump you, so you're even further behind. So I think their magic number or something like that, according to Chase, said it was 2. It's down to 2 now. So
Right. All right, and then just some more team stats too. The Wizards didn't shoot the ball well from the 3-point line. The Bulls didn't shoot the ball well from the 3-point line either, but they just got to the point. Got to the paint. That's what they're, DeMar DeRozan, that's his game. Vucevic, that's his game. Get to the paint. So we didn't defend the paint well tonight. And then also, how many turnovers? We had 14 turnovers. We didn't have a lot of turnovers, but the turnovers were just at the worst time possible tonight. And we got to the free throw line. We shot 17 free throws. We hurt ourselves. We went 70% from the free throw line as well. But yeah, once again, DeMar and Zach LaVine, they took over in that fourth. I want to say DeMar had 14 points in the fourth quarter, so he just went off in the fourth. But tonight, out of the 3 guys, what did you like from Rui and Corey and Deni? And then out of the 3, which one do you think played the best?
Man, I think definitely Rui, or I could go with Deni. It's tough. Deni had a good game, 14 and 8. I think he did a pretty good job on DeRozan, even though he did get hot. And then Rui, offensively, I want to see him get more than 10 shots up, man. I'm gonna go with Rui. I want to see him get more than 10 shots up. He was 8 for 10,
Right.
2 for 3 from the 3-point line. But I mean, I'm cool with KP getting 14 shots, but do I need to see KCP getting 15 shots up when I got Rui Hachimura, who's only missed 2, only get 10? I mean, come on, man. I need Rui to get more shots up and him to not be iced out the offense at times, so guys like KCP can jack up 15 shot attempts. I mean, at this point in the season, I could care less about him getting the shots up. I would like to see Rui or even Deni get more shots up. So I'm gonna go with Rui. I think Rui played the best, even though when I say play the best, Deni had a really good game as well, in my opinion. So it's close, but I'll say Rui. I wish he would have got more shots up.
Right, yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, he didn't miss a shot until I want to say the second half. 21 points, 8 for 10, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. Yeah, KCP, he's got the green light because he's had the green light the whole season, and then he did miss a shot last game, which was crazy. So he did take 15 shots. But yeah, out of the 3, Corey, of course, he didn't shoot the lights out like he did last game. He had an off night, 1 for 7 from the field, 10 points. But like you brought up earlier, he had the nice dunk, the nice finish. Diddy, man, he was impressive. The behind the back pass to Rui, that was beautiful. That's the stuff that we want to see from our young guys. The fast break, facilitating. That was a really nice finish by Rui in traffic as well. Deni, he had a mid-range. He did a couple pull-ups tonight too. He had 2 back-to-back threes once again in the third quarter. He's been shooting better from the 3-point line lately. And the ball handling looked a little bit better tonight too. Didn't really go left much, but he was getting the going right, got to the basket, got to his spots. And Rui, yeah, he just has to shoot more. Some of that is on him being more aggressive. Some of that is on West trying to get him some plays in the post with a mid range. I thought he had a nice. He was posting up DeMar DeRozan He was posting on Alex Cruz, so he took advantage of those matchups and was able to score. But I do want to see him rebound the ball just a little bit more. 4 boards. I feel like he can get, 8.
Denny does a great job as far as
Right.
rebounding. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. Because Denny had 8 boards tonight. He had 3 assists. And Denny, out of the 3, Denny was the best defender once again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would say Rui. Just got to shoot the ball more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And you got guys like Ish taking 10 shots, and like I said, KCP taking 15. For the tank, that's great. But if you want to see guys develop and get more shots up, if you want to see guys like Denny get more than 10 shots up or Rui get more than 10 shots up, you're going to need a little less shot attempts from KCP and Ish Smith. Sadaransky, he only put up 4 this game. And that's kind of, I feel like, what West is looking for. A bigger guard can help move things along, not looking to get a shot up. That's, Saddle, and that's why I believe Saddle's the starter right now. And Neto's getting DMPs because you don't need Neto and Ish, both guys who's shooting your guard positions at your point guard spot, shooting 10, etc. shots. So I would like to see less KCP, less Ish shots up, and more Hachimura and more Denny getting shots up. But we know that's not really going to happen. Ish and KCP are going to get theirs.
Right. Yeah, Sato had 3 points to assist, so you could tell he was facilitating and pushing the guys, pushing the ball up court and find open shooters. Neto did play tonight. He had 1 minute. Thomas Bryant once again gets a DNP. So TB has been on the end of the bench, and Howell Neto is on the end of the bench now. Yeah, just seeing that there with the playing time. But we're going to get to a quick preview for the Magic game. They play the Magic tomorrow night on a back-to-back. We're going to get a quick word from D.
Yes, we are. Have you tried the Puffs? If you haven't, you're missing out on one of Built Bar's best tasting bars. Puffs are the first ever protein-infused marshmallow. They're fluffy, they're marshmallowy. They're not just a protein bar, they're a treat, and they're covered in 100% real chocolate. Puffs are a fan favorite with some incredible flavors: yummy, cinnamony, churro, coconut marshmallow, banana cream pie. So good. These are going to be your new favorites. All Built Bars are covered in 100% real chocolate. Yes, Puffs included. 100% real chocolate. Low calorie, high protein. Replace your candy bars with these. They are better. A typical candy bar can be anywhere from 200 to 300 calories. Go to built.com and scroll down to the macros chart. You'll be blown away. High protein, low cal, high fiber, low carb. Most Built Bars contain 130 calories, 4 grams of sugar, 4 net carbs, and 17 grams of protein. Compare that to a candy bar, which usually has around 240 calories, 30 grams of sugar, and dozens of net carbs. Mint brownie, coconut, almond, and new for this month, white chocolate, cookies, and cream. They are all delicious, and new flavors are coming out all the time. If they think a flavor might be good, they'll make it. It will be delicious, and it will be good for you. The offer is to go to built.com, use promo code LOCKED15, and get 15% off your order. Use promo code LOCKED15 for 15% off at built.com.
All right, D. So who was your player of the game for this one?
Oh, man. I gotta go with Vucevic. I know DeRozan will be like, he's the guy who took over in the fourth. But Vucevic, man, he did a great job from the start. Eventually DeRozan took over and then closed it out for him. But Vucevic, I mean, he kept him afloat. He was hot when Levine was cold and didn't have no points. When DeRozan was like 3 for 12 from the field, Vucevic was keeping him afloat. And then DeRozan, who's I would say is the X factor, took it home for the Bulls. So I'll give Vucevic love.
Yeah, I echo you as well. Probably DeMar actually, and then X factor is Vucevic, and then Javonte Green too, 4 for 4 tonight, 9 points. How many steals did Javonte Green have? He had 2 steals, but I felt like he had like 3 steals because he kept getting fast breaks. But what's your keys to victory against the Magic tomorrow night?
Play hard. Just because they're the Magic, do not underestimate anybody. That means absolutely nothing because the Wizards, you also are bad as well, guys. Remember that. So let's not underestimate anybody. Just try to defend the paint. Rebound the ball. Wendell Carter Jr. is a guy who's on the boards a lot. Mo Bamba can be on the boards. So you don't want guys like Wendell to get hot. Cole Anthony, you got to watch him as well. So defending the paint is key. keep the turnovers low. Don't give the Magic easy buckets. Make them work for every single bucket. And, calm them down from the three-point line, and you should be successful in winning this game. Don't make them get any easy fast break buckets off turnovers. Make them work for every basket, defend the paint, and contain them from that three-point line. And the Wizards should win.
Yeah, I think this is a game where Porzingis should dominate. A lot of their bigs are frail. Like Vucevic is a stronger big. Mo Bamba's more of a leaner big. He's 6'11" and lean. Same thing with who are the other bigs? Wendell Carter. He's more of a lean big as well. So they don't have like a dominant strong big. Admiral Schofield's been playing pretty well for the Magic. They're on a 3-game skid. Mo Wagner, another former Wizard. Markelle Fultz, he can get to the basket as well. Cole Anthony.
Franz, his brother.
Well. Yeah, Franz Wagner as well. So there's some young guys. The Magic, they're looking for lottery odds as well. But like you said, just play hard, play energy. Let's run the offense through Porzingis, and Porzingis has to come in and finish strong tonight. I thought Vucevic got the better of him. I think in this matchup against their bigs, Porzingis should dominate.
Yeah, definitely. I expect this to be a heavy KP game. He should be involved. He should get a lot of shots up in this game. He should get to the free throw line a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if he get 12, 13 free throw attempts.
Definitely, yeah. All right, guys. Just want to thank you guys for listening. Now we want you guys to thank you for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. Now make your second listen Locked On NBA. Locked On experts covering the biggest stories around the NBA every Monday through Friday in less than 30 minutes. It's free and available wherever you get podcasts. All right, guys. Once again, we're going to see you guys tomorrow night after the Magic game. Hell to the Wizards. Peace.
Peace.